I'm Seth Nitschke, owner and founder of Open Space Meats. This is my son Henry, our early management trainee. We want to say, welcome to the Hornitos Ranch. We get a lot of questions about can we come out and look around and tour the ranch and everything. We want to show people where their food comes from. We think it's important that you know what it is that we're doing and how we're doing it and where we're doing it here in beautiful Mariposa County. This is just a few hundred acres that we have, and it's one of our finishing ranches. Here's the thing, is I always tell people is the tour is a little bit boring because the tour goes something like this. There's the grass. We'll go find some cattle a little later, and then there's some corrals that we put the cattle in, and that's pretty much it. But you know what, with grass-fed beef and the way we do things all naturally, that's kind of the point. We let the cattle do what they're going to do naturally, and we let them reap the benefits from it. The most important part of grass-fed beef and what makes this all possible is this good green grass that we have here. We want to give you just a quick overview of that. This is kind of a nice little spot for us because it's got a bunch of different varieties in it. We've got some good clovers here, we've got some fillery and some fescue, and we've got some brome grass and some foxtail. And then mixed in with that, we've also got some of this old thatch, which is actually good. We kind of want to have some of that around. When you have good grasslands, it'll give us better roots, better soil structure, that'll give us better grasses. Better grasses are going to turn into better cattle are going to turn into better beef. Part of what helps make the healthy rangeland, it also comes into making healthy water and healthy stream beds. This is one of the stream beds, the seasonal stream beds that come on through this ranch here in Hornitos. And if you look around, you'll see a lot of the same stuff as what we were talking about before. And then what you'll see is we've got nice, good, strong stream banks. Now we've got a nice, deep, clean pool of nice, cool water. And nice, cool water and a nice, clean pool in an environment like what we have here in California, it's really important to keep the water around as long as we can. As promised, part of the tour is cattle. These are our cattle. These are mostly what we refer to as Angus and English-based cross, which is we usually use breeds that were developed in the United Kingdom. They tend to be a little bit smaller. They tend to be a little bit more thrifty on grass, meaning that they'll end up getting a little fatter for us on grass, a little less feed. Here in our environment, it's a little bit different because we only have the amount of grass that Mother Nature is going to give us. So we want cattle that are going to get fatter at a little bit lower weight and they do a little better on grass, which is what we refer to in the industry as thrifty. Part of how you know you're in Mariposa County up here in the gold country of Central California is in different places, in a lot of different places along the foothills here, we'll have these stone rock walls. This soil is so rocky and everything else, so what they used to do is they'd hire folks to come out and pull these rocks out of the field so they could farm potatoes and wheat and things like that to feed to the miners. Historically, I think it's important to remember that I'm not the first person to ever run this ranch. I'm not the first guy to ever graze cattle out here. This is a good reminder to us. And it's also a good reminder to me that I know I'm not going to be the last guy here, and then it reminds me that I have to be responsible with it and treat it well to pass it on to our next generation. Thanks for coming. We really appreciate you stopping by. I hope you got to see a little bit about what we do today and learned a little bit about where your food comes from. As we like to say, naturally raised by our family to naturally feed yours. Thanks a lot.